didn't want to wear the clear heels. But hey, you can work on the
I
glutes.
can sprint in those heels, but like honestly, like I hate the posing. It's
Stick out your butt.
and it's not actually posing. Like it, and that's no offense to like bikini betters or wellness. It's I'm all about the muscle definition and trying to get like the overall package where that is a totally different look that I'm going for.
Hmm.
But
I think,
everyone has their own tastes, and
yeah, I
yeah.
understand because I think, like I said, I know I have a friend of mine. She competed at the. She last competed. She started. She earned a pro card as a figure competitor. Then she competed. Actually, Jada earned a pro card as a physique competitor. Competed first as figure, earned a pro card as physique. Competed bodybuilder, went back to physique, and now she switched over to wellness. And because it is a popular division, one thing we talk about is those strong, as I like this is the truth of it, Afro aesthetics. That's why the Brazilians do so well because they have those Afro genetics. I know it's a lot harder for the women who don't have those genetics. You have to really work at it. But
Brazilians are really good at it too. They
yeah,
have it.
because they have those strong Afro genetics. I mean, black women should be, do a little better too, but the Brazilians do a little better. I don't know. It's just some things about this or that, whatever, politics or whatever. But I think everybody got to find where they fit in. And physique came along. I think it helped a lot of competitors who were too small for women's bodybuilding and too big for figure. But now, if you look at divisions over the period of time, the figure girls are starting to look more like the physique women that started out around about the early 2010s.
Hmm.
We just talked about this a while ago, where we just had the same weekend we had two shows, Triple O Dynasty and the Charlotte Pro. And I'm living in Charlotte's like 100 miles from where I stay at. And this picture I saw this from Female Body Challenge. They posted this, and you have this is Ann Gruber, who won the Triple O Dynasty Women's Physique, and this is Tessa Metz, who won the figure division
Oh
at
wow.
the Charlotte Pro. Now, if you look at these ladies, you ask yourself, what divisions are they? If you just had a blind eye, what would you say?
I would say physique for the Charlotte Pro and the Triple D bodybuilding.
Yeah, yeah, it
That's what
looks like.
that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where this is what I think. And as you talk about the judges saying you need more size, but you're a national competitor. You're not going to get the size compared to the girls who do take enhancements. It's a lot harder for you because that's why I think they're really trying to bring in more natural competitors, competitions into bodybuilding now.
Sorry.
She's awake. You're not the first one whose dog came in the middle of the interview.
Getting wiener kisses. It's okay. This is
Well, that's your baby. That's your baby. So we keep talking while he with you.
she's
Yeah,
a licker.
yeah, yeah. My mom didn't believe in licking her face. She minds just spit the dog, but she don't want to lick her face. Yeah, that's a black people thing. But yeah, but I think they don't really sit down and put the guidelines like for the other divisions, like do it for men's classic, do it for men's physique, and do it for even open division for the men's bodybuilding, and and they even talk about guidelines for bikini and wellness, where but then they don't sit down and put the guidelines for physique or women's bodybuilding. It seems like if you look at like one example is Cindy Gillen, she hasn't looked at very feminine, good amount of muscles, not too big, but then you look at Jessica Reyes Padilla. You look at um, Lola Montez. This weekend is the Imperial in Spain, and Paula Ranta, who was a figure competitor, is switching over, making her physique debut.
Oh wow. Okay. I yeah.
Yeah,
I think they just released the list.
the list. Yeah,
I did
Monday.
see
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, and there's some ladies. Like I said again, I think one thing somebody said, I don't want to go to women's bodybuilding, like the New York Pro, Ashley Jones. When she switched over, and this I'm posting this. I love this picture of Ashley because I'm a fan of Ashley. When she posted this that day before the New York Pro, I said, "Damn!" And you got to say this: she was a figure competitor, did physique, then now she's winning bodybuilding. She just won her first show. I mean, it's
She definitely looks like a bodybuilder. She looks fantastic. Like that glute ham separation. I'm like, oh my god. Like
yeah, the
damn.
shoulders, and even she has a good taper. Especially I think it's just about like I said again. What I learned is like it's not about trusting the process. It's about understanding the process and putting the work in to eventually trust the process.
Yeah, like she has the whole package. It's she just looks great. Like it's not just about the size. Like she actually looks aesthetically pleasing as well, which is what I like about the sport, where you get competitors like that who prove otherwise. You don't need just size. You can look aesthetically pleasing and have the whole package, which is what she has.
Yeah. So like I say, but like I said, it's a process, and it's not like it's bodybuilding's not really a sport that a lot of people don't really take it seriously. Is I know when you got into your mom was saying like, sweetheart, I don't want you to get too big, I don't want you to get bulky. I don't want I had a little girl, I didn't have a boy, I already got a brother, I already got a son, I need nothing like that. But
Exactly what my
you
mom said. Like,
I've heard that story too many times. Sometimes I hear one time, sometimes I be like dad be saying, "You're my girl. I don't want no boy. I got two more boys. Why do you need another boy for?" But people don't understand it. I mean, people want to. I posted a link from a lady. Her name is Renee Hooks. How she's talking about how you get shamed for being athletic. I'm a big dude. I got picked on for being a big dude. But now I think people are not looking at people like, oh, okay, you're fit, you got these muscles, yeah. What are we gonna do with them? But if you're not willing to put the work in, why are you talking about someone else who does?
I get it all the time. Not so much from the people that I work with, only because I only work with guys, except for one girl. But they always say it's like, oh, you're jacked, and it's like, well, I'll just outwork you, so they don't say anything. And I'm technically one of the guys though at work, but I can see it all the time when if I'm out grocery shopping or whatever. Like usually I'm wearing a sweater because I'm always cold, even when it's hot. I like to be like scorching hot. I like heat. I'm like a lizard. Give me a little hot like heat lamp or a rock, and I'll sit on it. But you get people will just stare at you and give you like weird looks. It's like, but I just don't care. I really don't care what anyone thinks. Like I'm wearing a Beavis and Butthead shirt. Like this is like this type of stuff that I wear. I like to have fun. I'm not like a typical
Girly
girl.
girl.
Yeah, girly. Like I like to get dressed up every once in a while, but I like to be comfortable and just be me. Like all my like I have tattoos. Like I have Goku. I have One Punch Man. I've got Link. I I have various Pokemon. Like I'm kind of a nerd, but like I like to be me.
Well, I'm a kind of a nerd too. I have stacks of comic books and magazines I collected over the years. I don't have tattoos. That's not me. I could never let somebody put ink across
Okay.
my skin. I mean, you talk about one of my favorite. When I used to get off my job, I used to love to watch Naruto. That was one of my favorites. And Inuyasha. I mean,
I
also,
was
uh,
obsessed with Inuyasha.
yeah, you remember they brought it back because that episode because they were inside the demon's stomach and they brought it back I think a couple of years ago so they could give it a final ending to the story.
They did, and they actually just made a new like remake of their three daughters. I couldn't get into it though, but they just remade like a sequel to it, I guess.
Yeah,
And yeah.
yeah, like I said, and also one where I was watching Attack on Titan a little bit, but I think
Oh
it
yeah,
was
that was great. That's a great
yeah
show.
after till they made Aaron to the asshole. I didn't really watch it much anymore, and it was pretty good before, but yeah, I mean I'm into that stuff.
I
Like I
agree.
said,
I agree.
yeah, one of my all-time favorite heroes is always going to be because I love this guy because this version of Joker when with Heath Ledger he just took it. He said like like I'm like a dog chasing cars. When I get one, I don't know what to do with it. And I love the whole Nolan Batman trilogy. I quote some
Yeah.
stuff from my interview when I do my interviews. I like my favorite one is "Why do we fall, Master Wayne?" in order to pick ourselves up. So I love those quotes. They're good, to give you life lessons.
Hmm.
And remember, Kia, he picks on me about it, but hey, Kia, forget you. You're not a fan. I'm a fan. So this is one thing, in the sport, especially for you ladies. Sponsorship is tough unless you're the division that's more powerful, like bikini and wellness. And I know what some ladies have to do. They do it. I know you have a good job which pays you pretty well, but not as much as if you was like sponsored. I know ladies like to do, as I call them, excuse my French, the beat the meat websites. That's what they are. That's we guys. We know we got on there. We look at you ladies, y'all buffed up, like that. You know, do you like also, ever think about doing a model and stuff, and especially as a competitor?
I've thought about it. I did it years ago. When I was competing back in 2008 and 9, I have CDs somewhere in storage of like my modeling. Um, right now it's just meh. I'd
Not your
rather like
thing.
I'm just exhausted. Like I'm gonna be honest. Like after, so I'll work like a physical job all day, especially out in the sun, wearing like the coveralls on top, and then I'm working in like the byproducts. It's gross in an old steel mill, and then I go and I train after, and then I have to take my dogs out for a walk, and then I'm just exhausted, and I'm like, can't be bothered.
Yeah. Well, like I said, there was a friend of mine. He's up there. He lives right here in North Carolina. His name is Glenn Young Senior. He was there doing some photo sessions. But if you ever feel like you're interested in, I'll send you his link and you can check him out. He's
Yeah,
planning on
I
doing, yeah.
appreciate that actually. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Thank you.
he's planning on doing you going to Atlanta next month, to do some shoots photo shoots at Atlanta pro Linda Murray show. I got the pleasure of
Oh,
seeing Linda Murray at Savannah 2 years ago when I went to my first vitamin show. And Linda's just a beautiful lady. I mean, just really a woman who really changed the sport of bodybuilding.
I'll look into that one. Might
Yeah, yeah.
maybe do that one.
They do
Um,
masters too at the Linda show. I think that's the 12th and the 14th for July. And like I said, I know I posted because one lady who I follow, her name is Tina Chandler. She competed back in the day. She's making a return. She's doing the Atlanta, and also another lady who just competed at Omaha is doing the show too. I think
okay,
so. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a stacked show. But if it's something you're interested in, I'll send the link to
appreciate that. That'd be
yeah,
great. Thank
that's
you.
no problem. It doesn't hurt to help. So, folks, we're not going to hold her too long. She's got off for work. She's here talking with me. I mean, I do appreciate the time she's giving me. She got to get up in the morning. She got to take care of dogs. Got this and that. This is. I enjoy talking to you up and coming competitors. I mean, I love to talk to Andrea one day, but that's something that's going to take time. I know.
It'll
I know.
happen. It will happen.
I can. I remember a while back. This is my partner. He's my brother. He comes on when we do a live stream every Monday. This is my man Big Keith. He sent me this a while back, and I tell him, "Get your hands on my girl, Keith." Say, "No, George, I just want to." And he sent me. I said, "Hey, Keith, that's my girl." Say, "Nah, George, I just seen. Nah, nah, he's my brother. I love him." But I told him, keep his hands off my girl. He has a wife. But I tell him, Keith, I'm sorry. I'm
That'll be
sorry.
you one day. That will be you.
That'll be me. I'll be. I remember I took a picture with Donna Salid and another lady I mentioned. And I took a picture with Alina Popa when I was in Atlanta. It was great to meet Alina Popa. That's a beautiful lady, a legend herself, you know. But like I said, we have here from a man, bodybuilding fan number one. He says it's beautiful. You got some fans here. I'm telling you, Samantha, whenever I get a new girl out here, they act like when they make like an episode of Chappelle Show when Charlie Murphy met Mickey Free when he was hanging with Prince. And I said, "Yo, Prince got a new. Charlie got a new girl. She finds a motherfucker now." That's how they act when I get a girl. Like, you remember Mickey Free was a
I didn't
dude,
even
but
shower yet today. I got the great grease ball hair. I need to.
they
That's
don't
actually
care.
what I'm doing next.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. So, like I said, like I'm gonna say this to you: what would you want more from this sport for yourself as a competitor?
Um, I wish there were more natural shows just to see more competitors out there. I do want to see more, like, because I know there's so many different IFBB shows, but especially women's bodybuilding and women's physique. If you look at the amount of shows that are offering those two categories, it's very small compared to bikini. Like they have some that are strictly for like men's physique and bikini. It's like, seriously? Like honestly, those are two of the most boring categories. Like I love watching men's bodybuilding. Like that's fantastic. And men's classic, that's my favorite thing to watch. I call that the pretty boys. And I like watching that style. So it's like Frank Zane from like years ago. Like that's the physique that we're looking at. I just wish they had more of our categories being offered, and hopefully one day they do. Fingers
Well,
crossed.
the problem is with promoters, those divisions like physique, men's physique, and bikini and wellness and mid classes, they're faster turnarounds. Even men's bodybuilding is always going to be. I'm sorry, it's